Hi students, I had a request from a student to show each of the methods of solving a quadratic equation. This video will be about solving by graphing. I'll be doing each of the other methods as well. So we're going to look at this quadratic equation, x squared minus 2x equals 35, and we're going to solve that by graphing. So I'm going to write down the steps, and I'm also going to pull up a calculator so that we can graph it. So the first thing we want to do if we're solving by graphing is we want to write the quadratic in standard form. And what standard form means is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. It has to be equal to 0. So our equation is x squared minus 2x equals 35. It's not currently equal to 0, so we're going to move the 35 to the other side of the equal sign. And if we subtract 35 from one side of our equation, we have to subtract 35 from the other side of our equation. So we wind up with x squared minus 2x minus 35 equals 0. I can't combine anything over on the left-hand side because none of those are like terms, so they're just going to be written side by side, and now it's in standard form. Second thing you're going to do is grab your calculator. You're going to hit the y equals button, and you're going to type that equation into your calculator. Not the equation, sorry, we're just going to write the function in. So we're going to do y equals x squared minus 2x minus 35. We're not going to worry about the equals 0 at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my calculator. So I'm going to do y equals x squared minus 2x minus 35. And then I'm going to hit the graph button. Right now, I see that it's a parabola, but I can't see the bottom of the parabola. I know that it's down there. I know that this parabola opens up because my a is positive. So I know it's there, but I can't see it all. If I ever need to see something that I can't, I can change my window settings. The problem with what I have is that I can't see the bottom of the parabola, so my window doesn't go low enough. So negative 10 isn't low enough. I could try negative 30 and see if that helps me see the bottom of my parabola. It also doesn't really matter because I don't care about the bottom of the parabola. I really only care about the zeros when I do this. I want to know when this equation is equal to 0. So I want to know when it crosses the x-axis. So I'm going to go back to my foldable. So I've graphed it. So I hit y equals, I hit the graph button. But now I need to see where that thing crosses the x-axis. So I'm going to hit second, and then the button that says trace, but up above trace it says calc. So we're hitting second trace so that we can get to the calc menu. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So the blue second button and then trace. We're interested in the 0 of our function, so we hit 2 for 0. And then it does this left bound, right bound thing for us. And what we want when we do left bound, right bound is we want to know, so we want to surround each of our two zeros. So we want to be to the left of it and then to the right of it. Right now it's asking for left bound. So I'm going to move my cursor until I'm to the left of this 0. I don't have to be anywhere in particular as long as I'm past it. So then I hit enter. And then it says right bound, so I just need to go so that I'm to the right of that 0. Anywhere to the right of that 0. Then I hit enter. And then it tells me to guess, but you don't have to guess. You can if you want to. You're going to get as close as you can to that 0, and then you hit enter, and it will tell you what it is. You have to hit enter so that it tells you what your 0 is. So we're looking for the x-intercept. We're looking for the x-coordinate where that function is equal to 0. I'm going to go back to my foldable. So after we hit second trace, we're going to choose 0. And then we have to do left bound, right bound. And you don't have to do guess, but you do have to hit enter one more time in order to get that guess. So remember, visually on your calculator, what you're looking for is you're looking for these two places. You're looking for the places where it crosses the x-axis. At least for this function, it's 2 places. And so you're looking for your left bound and your right bound to surround those 2 places. So this would be a left bound, and this would be a right bound for that 0. Then you want to do the same thing for the other 0. So right now we have x, the one value we found, so I'm going to write x equals -5 is one of our values. That's this one here. That's the x-coordinate for that one. And then I'm going to go back to my calculator and do that same process again so I can figure out the zeros from my calculator. So I'm going to hit second, calc, or trace, and I need to choose the 0. Left bound, now I want to go to the left of the other one. I'm already to the left of it, but I'm just going to get a little closer. My cursor's off the screen, but that doesn't matter. And then I hit enter. And now I'm to the left of it. I need to go past it, so I go to the right of it, hit enter, and then it tells me to guess. I don't have to guess, but I do have to hit enter one more time, so it tells me what the 0 is. And now it tells me that that 0 is x equals 7. So the other solution, the one over here, is x equals 7. That's how you do solve by graphing. I hope that helps.